Three, 2, 1, we're live
What's up?
with the House Divided podcast. Brought to you by
Get someone, please.
candles, beer, and water. I don't know why I went middle, left, right.
Like you're doing the
That's how my
the
mind works,
Olympic,
bro.
The Olympic shit, right? First, second, third.
Yeah.
I got you. Got you covered.
Uh-huh.
That's totally what you were on.
Week 9 is starting tomorrow with the game who does not. No one gives a shit about tomorrow's game. They're not even talking about no one's mentioned there's a football game tomorrow.
I was about to say, I
Not even
don't.
seen-
Even,
Fox.
One commercial about it.
I was to say,
But-
I don't even know who it is.
For all you real fans that want to see the best of the show. Terrible happened this last weekend. I have to give the belt back because the Bears have had a bye, which so that's it.
Played the Jets, scum diddly owned, and now we're gonna go against the Bills. Jeez.
Yeah, fuck your belt.
Yes.
Enjoy.
Yeah, fuck the belt.
Enjoy your half game lead, bud.
Fuck that stupid belt. I think it's stupid too.
All right, so we need to recap week 8.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh, got it.
Experiencing technical difficulties on the House Divided podcast. Please stay tuned while we. Anyways, yes, the Bears, they're back on top. They're gonna stay on top because we get another bye playing the
Miami at Houston. Congratulations, Houston.
Yeah.
Also, congratulations on getting Demaryius Thomas for a 4th round pick, which
Congrats
people
on
are
that.
like, yeah, he's not worth. He's worth a 4th round pick. That's how good he is now. Motherfucker, shut your goddamn mouth. He's the number 1 receiver in Denver who doesn't have a quarterback. He will now be the number 2 receiver with a decent quarterback. But DeAndre
A blossoming-
motherfucking Hopkins
A
is on the other
blossoming
side.
quarterback.
DeAndre Hopkins is on the other side. Who is probably the best receiver in football.
Very honestly.
Philadelphia at Jacksonville in London. I don't know if Philly wins this game if half of the Jacksonville team didn't get arrested. But hey, congratulations, Carson Wentz almost 300 yards. That was the only notable stat. Jets at Chicago.
Slice.
It was close at one point.
It was. We sputtered again on offense, which we've been tending to do. But I even look at it in the games. It's either we play really good on offense and we're gonna win the game, or we sputter and they have a decent chance of still winning the game, or like I just look at all of our losses, they're a touchdown or less, and it feels kind of good. But
The majority, you could say that about almost every team in the NFL, though.
yeah,
So like even the Browns, the Browns have they're 2-5 and 1, and all of their games have been within a touchdown except one.
yeah, that's true. But I mean, at the end of the day, it still makes it look like better stats wise, you know.
Sure. I only care about one stat:
Super Bowl.
wins. I don't care about I mean, I care about Super Bowl, but like I
I
don't know how to experience that yet.
It'll come. It'll come.
Tampa Bay at Cincinnati. Tannehill, he brought him back. They missed the field goal to tie it to go to overtime. So start or not Tannehill, Fitzpatrick. Start Fitzpatrick from now on.
Funny
please.
because you said that, and I was
And you
trying to
totally
think.
agreed with
I
it.
was trying to think of the quarterback. I couldn't think of it either. Sorry, Fitzmagic.
My phone's just going off for no reason. Seattle at Detroit.
Smully bopped.
That was actually a little bit of a surprise.
They are who we thought they were. The Lions, nice try.
Which I'm glad we get to play them after the Bills, so we might get a really good jumping off point here in the next 2 weeks.
Or Matt Stafford will light it up.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't think the Lions are anything to like scoff at.
No.
Oh,
Because
definitely not.
before that game, we were all pretty. I had them going to the playoff.
And don't you have egg on your face?
Oh yeah.
Denver at Kansas City. Yep. Get wrecked, Broncos. You guys aren't a good team. Washington at New York. Yep. New York.
Is as it is.
I mean, it was
They're
only
just-
it was
yeah.
only a touchdown, but hey, I mean, it just shows that the entire league was stupid for not signing Adrian Peterson. And fun fact, Eli Manning is having his best year statistically ever, and they're 1-6 or 1-7. No, 1-6. They have the bye.
I don't.
They are 1-7.
1-7. Yeah, they haven't had the bye yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, best year statistically.
Gonna win out and make the fucking playoffs. Just
And then we'll all look stupid.
Yeah, what if 9-7?
Eli does it. Bill Burr was talking about it. He's like, it starts getting a little cold outside, and Eli starts really warming up his arm. He's like, all right, playoff season's in range. Starts to loosen the shoulder up.
That'd be hilarious, man.
So true though.
Cleveland at Pittsburgh. Yeah. Hugh Jackson got fired. And so did Todd Haley.
And Todd Haley. I kind of like that he didn't like choose, and he was just like, "Fuck both of you."
Well, apparently, on the sidelines during the games, they were like Todd Haley was undermining Hugh Jackson and shit.
I heard that. Yep.
And in practice in the locker room and shit, which we saw that even happened during Hard Knocks. So
Yeah.
we shouldn't be surprised that Todd Haley's a piece of shit.
Now Greg Williams is gonna pay people.
Yeah, dude, I don't want to play the Browns anymore.
Dude, he's gonna pay them for everything. Hey Baker, do you want a car? Throw some teeth.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm out on them yet, but we're close. We're close to being out. Yeah, and close to losing the bet, unfortunately. Baltimore at Carolina. Yeah, Baltimore is not as good as you guys and the media was saying.
Dude, it's funny because like they switch off every other week, because then like next week they'll have like a really good game and everyone will be like, yeah, Super Bowl, totally.
Not me, motherfucker. I haven't smelled that. I haven't bought that shit one time. Yeah, I think the Steelers probably have that division on lock now.
Buy into it because you had all your buy in anywhere else. Them and Jimmy went down,
Hey.
and you were like, "What
Hey.
happened?"
Hey. The last power ranking, you had the Browns
No, I did
12th or 11th.
dropped a few spots.
Same.
No, I believed in them.
I still do. I still have some hope.
There's definitely a chance.
Baker, maybe I don't. Maybe they, this change is what they needed. Probably not though. Baltimore at Carolina, we talked about that. Indianapolis at Oakland. Yeah, Oakland's a real bad team.
They're really bad. Kind of like Jared Cook.
Yeah. Even Derek Carr's bad. The game before the game, Green Bay at Los Angeles.
The heart.
I will say that had the dumbest play in special teams history not happened.
Yeah, I don't think it's the dumbest in
Sorry,
special
you're right.
teams.
Blair Walsh missing a 15-yard field goal is.
I mean, then we're going third because Bostic.
I was gonna say Bostic, yeah.
Bostic
Okay.
going
Yep.
above
So
Montgomery
two
still.
out of the 3 are Packers, and
Yeah.
all of them are the NFC North.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah, yep.
But man, I was so close to being right about calling the Packers winning easily. Not easily.
It felt like our game to win, and Montgomery threw a fit.
and is now a Raven
for a 7th round.
That sorry, a conditional 7th round the year after next. you gave him away for free.
Slap in the face. That might be actually worse than cutting a person too.
It has to be. Yes. Well, because if they're cut, then they can sign a new contract.
The pick, but I feel like it's just a super slap to the face.
Oh yeah, it is.
What was it for? Conditional 7th in 2011 or 2021.
What the fuck? Yeah. That was close, man. I still think fine, but you're the
We needed to win one of the games versus the Rams and the Patriots. I felt like for our season to like keep moving on at a good pace and not at a somewhat panicked like we need to start winning rate.
That people actually start talking about firing Mike McCarthy. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like it's like a topic on First Take.
So
and
unless
and shit.
yeah, and it's like unless we win against the Patriots now, like it should have been that Rams game. It should have been that one that we needed. It wouldn't have been as much pressure for the Patriots game. Way better then because it's not pressure. Now it's down to that, and I don't like it.
San Francisco at Arizona. New Orleans at Minnesota. I don't know.
Oh, are you all right?
What did I say?
I don't
Did I say San Francisco at Arizona?
Yes, you did. That was.
Yeah, I just skipped it.
Okay, was it that next game? Okay.
Yeah, Saints at Minnesota.
It was a fun game to watch.
Other than see you, boy.
So I'm upset, but like we won the game. Had at like one of the turnovers not happened. Had Adam Thielen not fumbled for like the first or second time in his career, or a pick six that will never happen again. Feel like we play New Orleans again. I feel like we beat them. I don't think Anthony Barr didn't play, Andrew Sendejo didn't play, and Xavier Rhodes didn't.
Xavier Rhodes is a big one.
Sendejo is pretty important, but we have Iloka.
You guys have like 19 safeties.
But Anthony Barr, like,
no, yeah, definitely.
Part of me is glad because we like kind of stopped Kamara, at least kind of running the ball. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we might play them in the playoffs. I think we would. I think we beat them for sure. And Thielen's the best wide receiver in the NFL. Sorry, Julio.
Sorry, JJ.
And then New England at Buffalo. Okay, let's dive into the surprise topic of the week. Brandon, what's the best trade so far, or this season? Best trade. It's done.
Oh, all through the season?
4. I mean, since the Khalil Mack one.
Probably like the biggest.
Okay, what's the best?
Outside of Khalil.
Yeah, outside of Khalil. Outside of the obvious.
Outside of the best.
He hasn't played in 2 weeks.
He does.
Sorry, he played 2 weeks ago, but you guys lost him.
All right. You guys settled now? Are you guys okay?
Hey, tell me your trade.
I think I'm gonna go with Demarius. Keeps the Texans afloat without Will Fuller. It keeps them in the playoff hunt. I either that or the Eagles trade, but I'm leaning more towards the Texans because I feel like I'd receive like they didn't need Tate.
Yeah,
but it really helps.
Yeah, I get it. Calvin.
Outside of the Khalil Mack. Honestly, I didn't know that when it came to Clinton Dix, I didn't know that he and the dude that he's now buds with on the Redskins are like the number 1 and the number 2 safety.
According to Pro Football Focus.
Who is that Redskin safety? Because I made a comment about not knowing any Redskin safeties names, and someone was like,
I heard the name like
excuse me.
I heard the name like 90 minutes ago.
I feel like it's like a Vajangadana. It's like it's sort of like
yeah.
Okay, so
is that it?
But just to put it in perspective, I was gonna say Khalil Mack. HaHa Clinton-Dix is not the second best safety in football, and I don't even know if he'd be top 5 currently.
I don't either.
Like
And
he's not. 3 of his picks were bullshit.
I was gonna say those stats, those PFF stats, get bloated by those interceptions,
Yeah.
and all of them this season have been thrown to him or tips.
And like PFF had Thielen and Diggs as the best wide receiver combo in the NFL, which, like they're probably right, but HaHa Clinton, they're just going based off inners. It has to be off of turnovers.
I think
because Earl Thomas is hurt.
I was gonna say, and I think if interceptions for safeties, like in their like point system,
Yeah.
like they weigh a lot for safeties.
Yeah.
So the fact that he has those 3 like weighs a lot on the score. He's not a bad player, but I don't think he's top 3 money wise, and that's why I was okay with the trade. Might as well talk quick. I was okay with it, especially for a 4th. Like, I would have liked to see like a 3rd, but it's right by. It's right.
There
by
is
there,
there
right
is
in the
no
neighborhood,
4th round
so.
pick this year that's going to be better than HaHa Clinton-Dix.
That's
And-
honestly what every single like show that I've been seeing. They're fucking nuts. Like 4th round, like that's absurd.
We've been phasing him out of our defense.
Yeah,
He's
no,
been
well,
on the field less and less. We have players that can replace what he was doing for sure.
I like how people are like, Packers had to get rid of him because Aaron Rodgers took all the money. Like, motherfucker. That's not how that works.
It's very not true. Clinton-Dix wanted to get paid. He even talked about before, I think, during or before the season, that he didn't think he was going to be here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It was like he didn't think he was going to be a Packer. Like, I don't really want to keep those people on.
Yeah.
So I think the best trade is the Golden Tate one. For
I didn't take that one then.
for both teams, Lions got a 3rd for him. So
Yeah, that is really nice.
I mean, I guess if we're probably the Amari Cooper trade because they somehow got a 1st rounder out of that shit.
Yeah, the
'Cause-
winner is the other way around.
Yeah, like
than you'd think.
Amari Cooper is not better than Golden Tate, especially this year. Maybe like long term, but not this year. But yeah, man, I think he adds like him and Jeffries and Jordan Matthews as well.
They have like some
And
young
Darren
wide receivers
Sproles,
too.
James
They
White,
escaped my
Corey Clement out of the backfield.
they escaped my like think tank.
Or yeah, is that the best tight end in football this year? Yeah.
Weapiani's. Weapanonis and cheese.
That was the only reason I didn't put them at number 1. Like, I feel like the Demaryius trade impacted that team a little more.
Calvin, you seem excited. Go with yours first.
Let's start from bottom or start from top?
Start from 32.
I like
Working
that.
up the list. At the worst team in the NFL, we have the Raiders.
Good choice. Good
Yep.
choice.
And all have acceptance on that.
We have the Bills. And above that, the 49ers. We have the Cardinals. And the Jets. And the Titans. Bucks. All right.
Pause.
Yep, I was about to take a break.
You didn't say Giants. Where the fuck do you have them?
25th. Is the very next spot.
The very next one. That's hilarious.
I think, and it all goes back to
Dude, the Buccaneers? What's their record? They're 3-4.
They did almost come back
Yeah.
and win against
Yeah.
who did they
The
play
Giants
last
have
week?
one win.
yeah. Like
he's stone faced looking at you. Yeah, I get it.
It comes down to I think that the Giants have a way higher ceiling. Like if everything in their team starts to click, and it's not gonna definitely wind up with being playoff, but they might end up being like a good team to end the year. So we have the Giants.
You did just say that they could get the playoffs. I mean, in
No,
this
he- no,
scenario.
No, he did.
Oh, was that?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was him.
I thought you said that.
No,
said
I would say
that.
we would look stupid for not picking him then. But fucking Christ.
Giants at 25. The Dolphino at 24. And the Browns at 23.
Yeah.
We got the Broncos at 22. Colts 21. Jags 20. Valclistos at 19. That's the Falcons, for those of you who don't know.
Yeah,
The
someone seriously thinks they're having a stroke.
Cowboys. at
What did
number
I just
18.
say? What did I just hear?
The Cowboys at 18. Lions 17. Eagles 16. They're not that great. Ravens 15.
Getting that jab in there.
Packers 14. Bengals 13. All right, here we go with this. Bears at number 12. Vikings number 11. Seahawks at number 10. We're going to break into top 10 now. Number 9, we have the Panthers. Then we have the Steelers at 8. Chargers at 7. Texionionis at 6. Yep. 5, Redskins. 4, Saints. 3, Pats. Then the Chiefs. The Rams, of course.
Ended right
It's
back
my
into
list.
that. Me? Okay. Starting at 32, we got the Raiders,
Same.
Bills,
Same.
Niners,
Same.
Giants. But then Cards, same. Just
Same.
Jets, Titans, Jags, Bucks, Browns, Falcons, Dolphins, Colts. I'll stop right there for a moment if anyone would like to interject. Anyone have any?
Give the Colts pretty high.
Honestly, I had them higher. I had to drop them a little bit because they've been hot. Their defense has actually been good, but then I had to go back and look at their competition, and I dropped them because of that.
Got it. Okay.
So I think they could definitely improve because their running game finally came alive too.
Yeah. Oh, he's been going off.
And like I just go back to like their defense is actually like decent this year, so it's like Andrew, you could maybe do something this year.
Well, you want
but
to talk about teams that have the upside, like how he said, like the Giants could do
Mhm.
that. Fucking Falcons, man.
no, seriously, they're
Them more so than anyone else
they
in
have
the NFL.
yes.
Where
And I felt bad putting them so low, but it's like they've played like that this year.
they're
but
3
like,
and 4. They're you know they're getting there.
we just immediately.
How dare you?
All right, continuing with 19 Broncos, 18 Cowboys, Lions, Bengals, Ravens, Texans, Eagles at 13, Packers at 12, Hawks at 11. Comments or anything?
No.
Mine's
All
very
right.
similar to that.
All right, I'll just go down my 10 then. So 10 we have Bears, 9 we have Vikings, 8 Steelers, 7 Panthers, 6 Chargers, 5 Redskins, and then literally the same as Kelvin's: Saints, Pats, Chiefs, Rams.
I feel like that's been the same for the last 4 or 5 weeks. It's just
Yeah,
been that
no,
same exact
essentially.
locked order.
Now time for the real list.
Oh,
Uh,
we already heard that.
No, we haven't.
You're right. The first one that went.
Giants 25th. Get the fuck out of here. Raiders 32. Giants.
That means how good your team is
I
doing.
know.
Giants 31. 49ers 30. Bills 29. Cardinals 28. Broncos 27. Colts 26. Jets 25.
Fair. I'm okay with that.
Giants suck.
Shitting on the Colts a little bit, but I can see why.
Going on win streak.
I have them as the second worst 3 and 5 team.
Was that
The Colts.
the Colts? Yeah, okay.
I have them ahead of Denver because Denver's a bad football team, and they got rid of their best player, other than Von Miller. So, Jaguars 24, Browns keeping hope alive 23, Titans 22, Dolphins 21, Buccaneers 20, Lions 19, Falcons 18, Bengals 17. Exactly. Like I said, the correct list.
Debatable points.
What's the debate? That's literally what the show is.
I mean, I already listed my list.
Yeah, but we
there's
need-
the debatable points.
What? Okay, talk about it. Talk about it.
Start coming in.
What's
Name-
the point?
What were the ones that you just listed off then?
Oh Jesus!
What were the last 5?
Fucking Bengals at 17th, Falcons at 18th, Lions at 19th, Tampa Bay at 20, Miami at 21, Titans at 22.
I guess I don't really have any arguments. We're pretty much in the same. We're in the same vicinity of teams.
So points aren't debatable. Ravens.
Our lists are just very similar.
Mine's just better. You're right. Ravens 16, Cowboys 15th, Amari Cooper. Woo. Seahawks 14th. Bears 13th. You guys beat the Seahawks, so you have to be ahead of them. How that shit works. Nope, still counts.
Seahawks we see now are a very different team.
Yeah, so are the Bears. Their offense has gotten decent. So okay. I'll take their defense over the Seahawks defense.
All right.
Packers 12. You guys are better than the Bears. You guys
Are you okay over here, by the way? Do you need some sort of injection?
attention. Attention is the word. So I have you ahead of the Bears. You guys can play the Bears with the same teams right now 100 times, and the Packers will win 100 times.
I think you heard it. I don't really agree with it either.
Are you saying the Bears? The
I think it
Packers
was like
played 100
75-25.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, he
This
actually
is-
just didn't understand.
That's actually a shame. Carolina Panthers number 11.
All
Texans at 10. Vikings at 9. Steelers at 8. Chargers at 7. Eagles at 6.
Fighting you on that.
Okay, let's fuck.
Right. Eagles
We're
at
fighting
6.
right
Eagles
now.
suck dick.
Why?
Their competition level
Yeah.
that they've gone against, garbage.
Garbage.
Carson
They
Wentz is
struggled.
starting to look good.
Struggling.
Is that your only point?
Struggling.
That's
Just
all-
keep
that's-
saying words.
That
Struggling.
defense will get it together. The Vikings defense wasn't good, and then the last couple weeks they've been fine. They're gonna get it together, and Golden Tate only makes their team better. Alshon Jeffries, Golden Tate, Zach Ertz
I gotta see him face
Any
a good,
running back.
When I see him face a good team, I'll boot him
next
up.
week.
Yep.
I mean, next
I was gonna
week
say, I don't have them
they
making-
play with the
The Saints.
Cowboys. Or no, they still play the Saints in 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
I think next week they play the Cowboys, which is like a little step up from the rest of the struggling teams that they've been beating. But any real competition they've gone against, they've gotten mollybopped. That's where I stand on it.
Yeah.
I got to see him face a real team, and then I'll put him up.
And then my top 5 is the same, in the exact same order.
It's funny because I think all of our
Rams,
top
Chiefs,
fives,
Patriots, Saints, Redskins.
all of our top fives were the exact same,
Yeah,
right?
in the exact same order. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Congrats, guys.
Good job.
We were just a house divided on what fucking 20 something of them. It's just
We're gonna jump in to week 9.
Easy mode.
Oakland at San Francisco.
Fan for hand.
Check. Yeah, San Fran.
I don't need to talk.
Okay, yeah. Chicago at Buffalo.
Chicago, see you, bye.
Buffalo easy win.
Keep in the belt
It's
because
at,
guess
it's
what?
at
Buffalo.
We're winning the division. Bears
I'll-
winning
I'll
the
still
division.
take the Bears
are
only
winning the
because
division.
I
If-
can't wait for you guys to get last
And-
in the division, and then I can replay this forever.
Good to have the best defense in the division.
I-
Sup.
Okay.
If they had Josh Allen playing, it'd be more of a game. But if Nathan Peterman is trotting out there starting,
Dude, what if they lose to Nathan Peterman though?
I mean, honestly, that was my other thought. What if he all of a sudden turns it on like a Brock Osweiler and like that's his first good game? You guys have had that quite a few times. Kaepernick, Osweiler,
Osweiler again.
Osweiler a couple times. Like it's happened. It happens to the Packers too.
You
CJ
don't
Beathard.
need to remind me. I'm looking at
And
you
the
'cause
Bills-
I'm
and the
reliving
Bills did beat the
everything you
Vikings
said
by
and thinking
23.
about all the other
Hey, just CJ Beathard. If you just think about that, it'll calm you.
The Bills beat the Vikings by 23 like 4 weeks ago. So like
With-
it's possible.
With Allen, they need him in.
Maybe. Kansas City at Cleveland.
KCG.
Not a good game. Didn't have a new coach.
Dude, not at
Greg
all.
Williams is gonna have an aneurysm.
But if he were to somehow win that game, oh my god,
nope,
it's not gonna happen.
It'd be dope though.
It would be really cool.
Jets at Dolphins. Dolphins.
Dauphine.
I'll
Dolphins.
stick with the Dolphin.
Detroit at Minnesota.
When is Tannehill supposed to be? Heard anything?
Zero things.
Still Ossie trotting out
Osweiler?
there?
Detroit
Okay.
at Minnesota.
Detroit at Minnesota.
I'll take Minnesota, but if Minnesota loses, they're Donnie Donzo.
I mean, that's not. We'd be exactly 500. We'd be
Donnie
4-4-1.
I'll pick Minnesota.
Donzo.
So, but like, if you guys also lose, then you're 4-4. So
It would
like,
be
it's fine.
no, especially if we lose the Bills, we're
You
done.
guys
I'm
are
cashing
you
it
guys
in.
are done.
Yeah, no, we'd cash it in for sure.
Atlanta at Washington.
What if Atlanta turns
Man.
it around here?
I'm gonna pick Atlanta
Yeah, it's
I'm
it's
gonna- at Washington.
at Washington. I'll stick with the Redskins. They've
Redskins.
been balling out, but it's like
It-
I really like the Redskins. I have them high,
It's Atlanta.
but they're one of those teams. They have old players. One of them starts to get injured. AP goes out for a little bit. Fucking, I don't know what Alex Smith's numbers are like, but they're very Alex Smith like. They're not like Alex Smith of 2016, but like Alex Smith of like 2013. Checkdowns. Oh, they could like fall off the
Yeah,
wagon.
we're gonna see. I'm
I'll pick the Redskins though. What, you can't just nod. Who are you
They
picking?
can't hear the nod.
Yeah. That's why I forgot all that. The scans.
Okay, thank you. Tampa Bay at Carolina.
You can't just nod.
Carolina's gonna win that game.
Carolina, where?
Tampa Bay at Carolina.
Okay. Yeah,
Kalinos.
Tampa.
Pittsburgh at Baltimore.
Baltistos.
You know what? I'm going Baltimore because they have that flip flop thing going for them.
Pittsburgh. Baltimore is done. They're already done.
They're done.
They're done.
done.
Houston at Denver. Houston.
Houston.
Houston. Denver's got a
Wait.
problem.
Demarius.
Oh,
This
dude,
is
I
his
didn't-
first game. He's going against the Broncos. He's gonna have 1,000 yards.
Dude, they have to just feed him.
He can tell you the routes. he can tell you how they cover. Holy shit.
Hey, Damaris, you just want to go run goes and slants the entire game?
Yup.
Just-
Yes, sir. Los Angeles Chargers at Seattle.
Seattle.
Chargers.
Yeah, Phillip Rivers is gonna crumble. He sucks.
I'm gonna go
You
Seattle.
have him in the top 10. You have him above the Bears.
He's good.
I was only
He's
watching
good.
Chargers highlights, and you commented about how Rivers is always good.
Except for when it counts.
So just like last week, the last two games
I can't really
of the
argue
day
with
are
you.
very good. Los
Romo.
Angeles at New Orleans.
I don't even want you to read the next one. Stop it there.
Los Angeles at New Orleans.
You know what?
Los
I'm going
Angeles
New
is winning.
Orleans.
Los Angeles is winning.
I'm
that
going New Orleans.
one. I guess both teams shouldn't have won last week. And I don't know.
I just feel like that's harder to say with the Saints.
Saints.
though.
It's home field for Saints.
Like with their like they were supposed to not win because it's like that fumble came super early on.
I mean,
like it
it-
would have
no,
been a
it-
way closer
I mean,
game, but
it happened at halftime.
I
Like
want
a minute before the half.
yeah. So there's an entire half of the game. Like I want
Yeah,
to say
but
the game came down
but
to that.
scoring then, would have given us it was a 14-point swing. They scored 7 instead of us scoring 7 because
Yeah.
they weren't stopping us.
I mean, but I still think the game is way close. I still
but
think
we
the game
also
is
got
close.
the ball back after the half. So
I'm
like,
still standing by. I still think the game's close. I don't think you guys auto win by him not fumbling there.
I
Because
just
who knows? Their defense tightens up and you guys kick a field goal. I
maybe
don't know if it's a 14 points.
I'm
just think that was my
10-point swing and we lost by 10.
But I also had the Saints winning going into that game, so that's where my mindset is. You had the Vikings winning that game, so that's where your mindset is.
No, I just like those turnover. Like you would if you play the Rams again. If Ty Montgomery doesn't fumble, you're probably pretty confident that the Packers were going to win. I'm confident that if Thielen or Kirk Cousins didn't give up 7 points essentially.
And I see that's the point you're making. My counterpoint is yours happened with 30 minutes left to go. Mine happened with a minute 30.
Not the pick six, but yeah.
I mean, not the pick six, but one of them. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Sure.
I just think it's a game.
I think it's going to be an exciting game. I just think that Drew Brees only had 120 yards, and it's not like they were like when it took them like a touchdown at the end to be up by 30. So it's not like he wasn't trying to pass the ball. I just think we won. But yeah,
I like both of our points.
I think you're both fucking stupid.
I mean that's what it should. It's the house. Like we're supposed to be divided. That's what this is.
I see I see valid points with both.
Yeah, Rams are winning. They're not. New Orleans couldn't stop Latavius Murray.
Going Saints. Who are you going, Calvin? Chirpin.
Yeah, Saints are gonna win, 100%. Not going into Saints this time of year and beating them. It's not gonna happen. I don't care how good the Rams are. It's just the timing thing.
You just pick them as the best team in football.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Like, it doesn't matter how good you are. It's like circumstance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Green Bay at New England.
New England.
Green Bay's winning.
I'm gonna say the Patriotes.
This is a game I don't think is gonna be close. Like 30 to 13.
I hope
Oh
so.
my god, you're fucking crazy.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't lose back to backs.
Yeah, it's like going into fucking.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't really ever have a problem going.
I know he's really great with his
and
away
that's like
games.
a concern to me, but I don't think Foxborough has like a crazy home field advantage. Packer fans travel really well.
The fans in Boston
They're spoiled.
are horrible fans.
They're spoiled at this point.
Yeah, like I don't think they have a little bit of a home field advantage because they're at home. That's like it. But like Packer fans travel really well. They made LA a fucking home stadium effectively last week. So
yeah,
I don't think that's gonna happen in Foxborough, but we'll have a presence.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just have a feeling.
Like if I had to put a score on it, it'd be literally like 29-28. Fucking Rodgers is gonna get Brady'd.
No. Thinking about it, 13. I don't think the Packers are holding it 13. They're holding them to 13. But like, I don't know, like 35.
I mean,
like 24.
I was looking at defensive statistics today to like come up with to come up with these rankings. Packers are really like sacks too. We're like 7th or 8th.
No, this is like one of the best defenses you've had in a long time.
And surprising, Bears are like 25th in sacks.
Yeah, because they haven't. Their defense hasn't been like good.
It's
for
just
like 3 weeks.
That goes to show you all the fans that are, we need pass rush, which I did say this. We needed a little form, like a rotation player, but the people like, we needed Mac. We obviously didn't need Mac. Coming up with the pressure, would it have been hella nice?
Well, and it's like, he's not, even when he wasn't hurt, he wasn't really contributing anymore for the Bears even. Like the Dolphins game.
Yeah, he didn't. He got pretty wiped.
Yeah, he didn't do. I don't even think he had a tackle for loss.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know how he started. What is that? I'm like, how do we even get to the Bears topic? Monday Night Football, Tennessee at Dallas.
Amari Cooper will get a touchdown.
And then there are 16 on a bye this week? Jesus.
On a bye
With
this
that,
week.
I must go.
Bengals, Colts, New York, Philly, Arizona, Jacksonville. Jesus.
Jacksonville, always losing.
Just yeah, I'm gonna take the Eagles out of that lot. Shit, man. Your bold prediction.
I had no thought on this whatsoever.
I forgot that topic. I forgot that existed until he stood up.
Same. Coming in fresh, coming in hot. I need to look at some team names so I can come up with one. Yeah, bold prediction. Skins. They're gonna fall off the wagon. I have them high. They're gonna be like third in their own division by the end of the year. There's my bold prediction. Someone's gonna get hurt, one of these old players, and it's gonna derail. There's my bold prediction.
Bold prediction. Packers are going to win the NFC North.
Be bold, Tom.
I don't think it's that.
Well, I mean,
bold.
here's the one thing aiding us is that after this Patriots game, a lot of our hard games are done with. The one game I worry about, Seahawks.
That's kind of how I feel with the Vikings. We have to play the Patriots like 5 or 6 weeks from now.
Okay.
But like other than that, it's like the fucking Lions and
Do the
we play the Seahawks as well.
the Packers don't have to play the Saints this year, right? I don't.
No,
Oh.
no.
Thankfully.
Yeah, you guys play the Falcons because we play the first place team. You play the second
Okay.
place team.
No, let me schedule very well. Peek at our schedule here. I felt like looking at it, it got easier past the Patriots. Oh yeah, Dolphins, Seahawks, Vikings. That's another 2 in a row that's hard. But then it's Cards, Falcons, Bears, Jets, Lions. Very like winnable. I feel like all of those games are winnable, excluding like the Vikings, Seahawks, and the Bears ones might be definitely up in the air, but all the rest of the games are winnable for the Packers.
Hell yeah, man. The Bears are done. They're not gonna do anything.
Who did they play the rest of the year?
They play the us twice.
Twice, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
and the
and-
Lions twice,
and
right?
you guys still one more time.
That's a gauntlet for them. All those division games are always close. They play the Giants. They still play the Rams too. I don't remember that. They got the Niners, so that'll be an easy one. Their schedule is definitely a mixed bag of like really easy and really hard. I really, really hope the Packers, even if we don't win the division, I'll take that wild card spot, please.
Hell yeah, man. I just have a lot of work shit happening on my phone currently, and it's really annoying.
You know, I see you flashed a little bit, and I just see paragraphs. I'm sorry.
It's really annoying. I'm gonna have a phone call with my boss here, like, and like, as soon as I turn this podcast off, like, I wonder if we should just like drag it out.
Yeah,
We'll see you next week, everyone.
No, we got to keep it going. Doke.
We'll
He's just.
we will see you next week. Bye.